Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. She was hot, well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said,
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks . 5 weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Shoves one away. He's forced down bounds after picking up about 7. Good run gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running with Walker again. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Putting the tight end in motion. Nix now on 1st and 10. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Walker on 1st down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Walker trying to run for the first. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. His legs giving this opening drive some extra legs, partner. Good enough there to pick up first.
Yeah, I think that's good, Kate, because nobody on that sideline wanted to kick a field goal right there. You reach this part of the field, you want to go finish with 6.
Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. And motion a receiver left. Trying again, Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
They'll run here on first down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Cougar 19. Check smash. Check smash. Go Riggs. 7 Pirates.
Third and long for Daniels. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down. We talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
Hold in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Handoff running left, Walker. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks try that to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's sent out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Let's go!
Daniels leading the hurry up.
A gain of 15 yards. And a Commander's first down.
Street.
First and 10 at
19
the
tight.
32-yard
19
line.
tight. Ready.
And throw here on first. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Catch is made in close. So he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. Going jumbo set on this first and goal.
19 Tiger. Ready. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Let go.
Daniels is going to throw again. Buying some time left. Caught out wide. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders making a one-score game in the first half. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, though, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
That one's caught by Mooney. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders will have to ready to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Third and goal, here's Nix. To the edge of the end zone, and it's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Return starts at the 3. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. And this one will careen out of bounds, just in enemy territory there. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. On 1st down, it's Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll bring the tight end in motion. Nix with it on 1st. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So 2 minutes still to play in this 1st half, partner. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal, Seattle.
From the red zone now. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bo Nix touchdown.
The kicker on.
Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, it turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. The Commanders set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Daniels from the pistol. This is complete to Duvernay. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Commanders moving quick in the hurry-up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
70, 60.
It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels. On the move, headed right. Making the call himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Daniels rallying everybody back to the line.
That's good for a Commanders
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He calls his own number again. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Check. 70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half.
On the set.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Go, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick by Lutz is good. And the gap closes to 14 points. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our, well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
Daniels back to throw. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Daniels. Catch made over the middle. Space past the 35. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40.
That's good.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ridge, Ridge. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
19, 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. That is Nick Imawari.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough. But that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus on those defenders. They influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Man in motion here. Play action with Nix. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 8 yards.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. From the pistol, give here to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
This one's to Andrews outright. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. I'll air it out on 3rd. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's cut at the 4. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 10.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hey, we got to push it up, we got to push it up, we got to push it up. Steady.
Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. 18, Pioneer.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
3rd and long for Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
Well, what do you think I'm looking for?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
It's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nix from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst.
Commander's rush brings him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting? That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers.
Ready? Motion. 70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Complete out to the right. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Daniels now. Gets it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
46-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the fourth. First and 10 now from the 46.
Tag! Panther 60! Panther 60! Let's go!
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Daniels leading the hurry up.
11 more yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 30.
First down, play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Let's go! 68!
Play fake here, Daniels. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long.
Let's go now!
Third and long for him here. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up fourth down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
Still fourth down.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off.
Delay of game, offense.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Still fourth down.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Up to the races. Middle of the field. Again, he's got room. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep running away with this. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Cowboy 80! Mustang 19! 7 Pirates!
Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is. Play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
To the air, Taylor. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Hurt! Trap 60! Trap 60! Check smash! Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
That's another quick hitter. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. The bounce outside yields a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So the defensive miscue makes it just a yard to go now on 2nd. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Seahawks nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's a look for Nix. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Here's Nix to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Seahawks are running them out of the building. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Washington are ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
Taylor now. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, truck, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Go street.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s